है ना? And so mollusks have got calcareous shell, can be found in water, on terrestrial. They have in between the mantle and the mantle cavity is there. Okay, the soft body and the shell. In between that, they have got mantle cavity where they have got feather-like gills. Okay. Yes. Fine. So it has got feathery kind of gills with which it can respire. Okay, now we'll move ahead.
With indirect development. Pila, pink tada, sepia, loligo, and octopus are some common mollusks.
Okay, here, so these are before Echinodermus. Echinodermus is the last phylum under non-chordates. Okay, so before that, in mollusk, they have got indirect development. They have got a larval stage in between. Okay, and I mean, this is there the second largest phylum. Okay, in complete. Yeah. Now with echinoderms, echinodermata is last one, and that the word tells the dermata. Echinodermata means they have got spine or pine-like things around the body. Dermata is the skin. Okay. Yes. Starfish is this common example everybody knows. Yeah. You can go ahead.
The last phylum under non-chordates is Echinodermata. Echinoderms have an endoskeleton made up of calcareous ossicles. They are marine triploblastic coelomate animals with organ system level of organization. Adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but the larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. Echinoderms have a complete digestive system with the mouth on the ventral side and the anus on the dorsal side. The presence of a water vascular system is the most distinctive feature of echinoderms. This system helps in locomotion.
Okay, so this echinoderms, because this figure is very important, these are tube feet. What you see yellow color is a tube feet. The echinoderms have got pinus-like structures in complete. Okay, and then they have got even the starfish has got the regenerative ability, but then regenerative ability is not the reproductive part way. Like in animals like planaria, three parts it will divide into and it will regenerate into three different animals. So that's a mode of reproduction. Here, echinoderm or this starfish has got like lizard. If lizard find as an defensive method, if the lizard find itself in a difficult situation and it finds that there's some problem, it can cut off its tail and the tail can regenerate. Understood what is the difference I'm trying to tell? The regenerating capacity, like even our liver has. Our liver, whenever there's uh, a transplantation of the liver, we don't the patient is not getting the whole liver totally. What they do is we take the small part of the donor's liver and implant. When the liver completely get damaged, then it is implanted. This the person who donates it, because the ability of the liver to regenerate again the part which is lost. So that is regenerating ability is a capacity. That doesn't mean it is a reproduction here. Okay, same way in lizard as in human in liver, as well as in starfish. If it one of the feet is, if it gets arm, it gets moved or it cut off because of the maybe as a defense mechanism to protect itself from the enemy predators. One arm, if it loses also, it regenerates. That is one thing. But these tube feet, before that, one more thing, they have got two surfaces. I always tell you, no, that everybody has got a dorsal and a ventral surface. It has got mouth on its ventral surface, and since it is having a complete digestive system, it has got two aperture. So dorsal side it has got the anus from where it moves out the waste, while dorsal side it has got the mouth from where it receives the food, water, everything. Now this tube feet is very important. Coming back to the tube feet, the water vascular system is very strong, because through water vascular system it is able to move, it is able to get oxygen, it is able to get food and everything. Most of the activity is done with the help of water vascular system, and the reason is its structure. If you see that yellow thing, what is inside, what they're showing highlighted, is actually the tube feet, and the edge of it has got small pores, apertures. So what happens, the water enters through the mouth, okay, and then moving through the tube feet, it from the anus it moves out the water. In this due course, what happens, entering of the water and moving out will help them to even move from one place to another without much effort. And the water, with the water current, food, oxygen, everything also enters in. So that's why this tube feet, it helps, as well as the movement of the water helps them to move, to get food, to get oxygen, all these things. Yes.
Capture of prey, transportation of food, and respiration. However, they have no excretory system. Echinoderms are dioecious and exhibit sexual reproduction.
why why they don't, why they don't have excretory system is because of the water vascular system. That from the mouth, unless you feed, the things can move out. Okay, fine. And their dioecious means two different. Each organism has, each starfish or each echinoderm will have one sex, either a male or a female. Okay.
Fertilization is usually external and development is indirect with free-swimming larvae. Some common echinoderms are Asterias, Ichinus, Antodon, and Ophiura. We studied how non-chordates are classified into different phyla on the basis of certain morphological and anatomical features.
So here we are going to start with
Let's
this. Yes, here we have got over with one big section of non-chordates. Now coming up is, see the chordates here. If you see how they have divided, is chordates are further divided into hemichordates, urochordates, cephalochordates, and vertebrata. Fine. Hemichordates, urochordates, cephalochordates, and then comes vertebrata. Okay, these are the, under this phylum, these are the class. Okay.
begin with phylum Hemichordata.
Subphylum.
Earlier, this phylum was considered a subphylum under chordates. However, due to certain
you take
features,
it little more behind. Okay. Yes. Yes.
let's begin with phylum Hemichordata. Earlier, this phylum was considered a subphylum under chordates. However, due to certain features, taxonomists have classified this phylum as non-chordates. Let's take a look at the characteristic features of this phylum. Hemichordates are small, worm-like marine animals. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate animals with an organ system level of organization. Their cylindrical body is divided into proboscis, collar, and trunk. Hemichordates respire through gills and have an open circulatory system. The proboscis gland functions as an excretory organ. Hemichordates are dioecious and fertilization is external with indirect development. Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus are examples of this phylum. Now, let's take a look at the characteristic features of phylum Chordata. Chordates are animals with a notochord, a dorsal, hollow
Okay,
nerve
just
cord.
pause. Okay, now these before entering into chordates, okay, the hemichordates are the ones which are, they are named as hemichordates. Okay, so that is something in similarity with the chordates. Hemi, okay, semi and hemi means same. Okay, now these are first were kept under the subphylum of chordate, but now they are kept, this are also, hemichordates are also kept under non-chordates only. Okay, while further, if you see their characteristic features, they don't, they have like bilateral symmetry, dioecious, and I'm not, nothing new, anything new, nothing came, no, all the characters were same, that's why I didn't pause it. From here it starts the, this is the, what you see, the structure right now in front of you is a very important structure, okay? You have to learn this structure. This is the basic structure of a chordate animal. If the question comes, draw the structure of a chordate, you have to draw this because it shows dorsal nerve cord, dorsal nerve, this you can see they have named it, the green, pale green color, that is a notochord. This will further later on turn into the spinal cord, okay, and then followed by the vertebral column. So notochord is that, okay, and this is the basic structure of a chordata. So you should learn this structure in the book also, it is there. Okay.
Paired pharyngeal gill slits and a postanal tail. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate animals with an organ system level of organization and a closed circulatory system. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata or Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Subphyla
These are the
Urochordata and
subphylums.
Cephalochordata are
Okay,
also
these are
referred to
subphylums
as
under, you are
protochordates.
learning under the chordate, these are the subphylums, okay? Yeah.
These animals are found only in marine habitat. Urochordates have a notochord only in the larval tail, while
Okay,
cephalochordates
stop.
have a persistent
Now,
notochord.
okay, so urochordates and emphasis, this is the urochordate, hai na? This is the first one is uro and the second one is cephalo. Okay, you are listening, children, all of you. Urochordate, the first diagram, and the cephalochordate, the second one. The both one are marine, and you will find in urochordate the presence of notochord, which is one of the important feature. It is present in only in their tail part, or sorry, sometime in the tail part, or in some animals you'll find it only in their larval stage. Okay, yes, they both are of subphylums under
Which
chordates. Yes, we can
extends
move.
from head to tail region. Acedia and Doliolum are examples of urochordates, while Branchiostoma is an example of cephalochordates. Members of subphylum Vertebrata
1 minute. I
possess
was
a
just stop. Yeah. Children, when if you're going to refer some other book sometime, you will find like no in this classification there is some what do you call it, no confusion. So in some of the books you will find hemichordates, urochordates, and cephalochordates in under under the hemichordates only these two divisions you will find. Okay, those this taxonomy you have to learn proper, children, for your NEET exam also. So please go and learn thoroughly when you're getting the time also. This is your theory now. Next year you don't have this. So learn this year only properly. And when you refer some of the books, you will find, as I told you, non-chordates and chordates. In between non-chordates and chordates, there are hemichordates. And hemichordates are further divided into urochordates and cephalochordates. Okay, hemichordates means they don't, these are the organisms, they are not put in chordates. Why? I'm talking about some of the reference books when you will see that, because they don't find we don't find their notochord. As I said, notochord is one of the nerve cord, notochord, that is the vertebral column, that is the spinal cord and the vertebral column. This you will not find in them throughout their life, either in the larval stage, or if it is there also only to that restricted to some part. So these cannot be kept in chordates. So they are kept in actually in the hemichordates under urochordata and cephalochordata. Okay, so those are referring other books, I'm talking to them. Okay, then coming to chordates. Now vertebrates. These vertebrates, when we say the word very clear, no, having vertebral column. Okay, so this nerve notochord having the change, it converts it into vertebral column later on. Like if you remember, under this is a subphylum. Okay, subphylum vertebrata under phylum chordate. Subphylum vertebrata has got 5 classes. Can you name me? The first one, I will give you the clue, is the fishes, Pisces. After that, after Pisces, amphibians, that is like frog and all, amphibians. Then the third class, reptilia. After reptilia, that is crocodiles and all. And then aves, that is birds. And the last one is mammals, like we all, human, mammalia. So why I said you know it, because this 5 you have learned it in class 9th. Remember? In 9th, there was a chapter for classification. In that, chordates, under chordate, subphylum vertebrata. Vertebrata has got 5 classes, and that you all know, because coming up after this is that only, and that will be, you will find interest in it because you know about it. Okay, and much more new characters you'll be learning. Okay, so vertebrata means the animals having vertebral column are kept under vertebrata. Okay.
Notochord during the embryonic period, which is later replaced by a cartilaginous or a bony vertebral column. Vertebrates have a 2, 3 or 4-chambered heart for circulation of blood, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation, and paired appendages which could be either fins or limbs.
With
We
some
have studied
exceptions.
how animals are classified as hemichordates and chordates on the basis of certain morphological and anatomical features.
Okay. Yeah. So we have learned regarding the chordates basic characters. So under chordate, the vertebrata, that is the phylum, you will find basic characters they have told you already. Okay, that is for they have got either 2 or 3 or 4 chambers of heart. They have got uh, either gills or lungs for respiration. They have got for excretion, all of them have got uh, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation. I told you very clearly that all the organs which perform excretion, they not only excrete out the metabolic waste, that is nitrogenous waste, but Also, they do the regulation of the ions, regulation of water and ions. Okay, that is osmoregulation, which is very important. Okay, during dysenteries and all, no, when children get the sickness of dysentery, or any adult also, this kidneys don't properly function. The water moves out, and due to excretory waste which moves out from the body, the water moves out without getting filtered properly. Ionic component is not getting filtered or imbibed back. The person can even die because of dysentery, might have heard, when osmoregulation is not done properly and the ions move out of the body. Okay, so osmoregulation is very much important, even as well as an osmoregulation is conducted by in all the animals. The organ which performs excretion is the organ which performs the osmoregulations also. Okay, yes. Now under vertebrata, 5 classes we are going to learn.
Phylum Vertebrata is classified under phylum Chordata. This phylum includes animals with a notochord in the embryonic stage, which is later replaced by a vertebral column. Hence, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates.
Okay, what do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? All vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. The answer is there only where you learned that there under the chordates there are some more animals which are having notochord but which
But
cannot turn into vertebral column. So there are
yes, ma'am.
animals like melanoglossus and this amphoxis and melanoglossus, and what are the other few examples you have learned. No, they are the ones who are coming under chordate, but they don't have persistent, or they don't have vertebral column, so they are called as, they come under chordata, but they are not vertebrates. So, but all the vertebrates are chordates, and but all the chordates cannot be vertebrates because all don't possess vertebral column. Okay. Okay.
Are not vertebrates. Based on the presence or absence of jaws, vertebrates are classified into 2 divisions, Agnatha and Gnathostomata.
Ganathostomata. Okay. The
Agnatha
term is clear.
includes
Term is clear, no? Agnatha means jawless vertebrata. The jaws means, you understand, no? On the jaws only teeth are there, right? So jawless and with jaws. Those who don't have jaws in vertebrata, under vertebrata, they're called as agnatha, and those who have jaws, they are called as gnathostomata. Okay.
jawless vertebrates, while Gnathostomata includes jawed vertebrates. Agnatha has
You
just
have
one
heard about
class.
cyclostomata. Okay, you might have seen these are, they attach themselves to big fishes as with their suckers. Okay, they are known as sucker fishes also, they are called cyclostomata. They don't have actually they don't have jaws. So what they do, they attach itself to big fishes and remain there. Okay, yeah, cyclostomata, only one class. Okay.
Cyclostomata. These jawless vertebrates live in a marine habitat and are ectoparasites on some fish. Cyclostomes have an elongated body with 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. However,
Okay, just hold on.
their
One
body is
word came again. Ectoparasite, endoparasite. The term should be known. Endoparasite, like the animal which were like tapeworm, Taenia solium, they are present inside, like the body of the host. They are known as ectoparasite. Inside the body, they are known as endoparasite, living inside the host. But like mosquitoes, like this suckerfish, or you can call cyclostomata, which is a parasite. There are no lice which feed on the blood of the human on the head, bugs. These all are ectoparasite. They feed on the host, but they remain outside the body. They're ectoparasites. Clear? No? Okay. Fine. Gill slits.
Devoid of scales and paired fins.
They don't have
A
scales.
sucking and
Soft
circular
body.
mouth, a cartilaginous cranium and a vertebral column, and a closed circulatory system. The life cycle of cyclostomes is unique. They migrate to fresh water to spawn and die within a few days, leaving their larvae, which, after metamorphosis, return to the ocean.
Okay.
Petromyzin
Just wait.
and
Little unique, right? Petromyzin and myxine are the examples. So what is the unique thing in this cyclostomatas are they from one they move to the for spawning, means for breeding, from to a warmer place it will move, and then it will lay the gametes, and the fertilization happens, and then they will die after spawning. Okay. And then what the young ones which has hatches out, that is a larval, that is indirect development, and again they come back to the oceans. Okay. So like this is little unique feature in them we find. Yes, petromyzin is the example. Okay.
myxine are examples of cyclostomes. Gnathostomata or jawed vertebrates are divided into two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces is further divided into two classes, Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes.
Okay.
Chondrichthyes
Take it little behind. This is Agnatha has got only one class, that is cyclostomata. Agnathostomata has got two, Pisces and Tetrapoda. The word I think you understood. Pisces, they don't have at all limbs absent. So they have been put together in one super class. Before the class, if you know the hierarchy, after the phylum, subphylum is comes below. When you say super means above the class. So the word is super class, not the class. Above that, hierarchically, if you say before the class comes super class. So super class, they have got chondrichthyes and osteocytes. These are the super class. Now, tetrapoda means having, tetra means four. Tetra means four, poda means feet. So all those having, of course, you see exceptions everywhere, right? Like you're going to learn reptiles, under that only you will get snakes. Snakes, do they have? That's an exception. As I said, every rule has got an exception. Same way here also. But then otherwise, in generally, all our tetrapod means having four limbs. Four limbs. Even we have got four limbs. Two hind limbs, two forelimbs, right? So having four limbs or 4 feet are tetrapoda. That will come beneath that. Super. This is tetrapod is the superclass. Classes further. Superclass, that is chondrichthyes and osteocytes. Now, chondrichthyes and osteocytes are the fishes on the basis of the type of endoskeleton. There are of two types. What you see, that chondrichthyes is the what you call it is actually, you put the next just picture, you put the next picture was this fish only. I want to ask one question, that's why. Yes, that one. Yes, yes. Can you tell me which name of this fish?
Shark.
Very good. Everybody right? Shark it is? Everybody. At least one more person can say yes or no. Is it a
Yes, ma'am.
shark? And say I will tell you, all you have rohu, you all know na, rohu fish. Rohu fish everybody knows, I believe. Okay, so tell, if you keep rohu fish in your mind, because here I'm not getting it to show you, keep both. This is front of you and one is rohu fish. Which one is osteochitis? Acha, you don't know what is osteochitis. Means bony fishes, and chondrichitis means cartilaginous fish. That means the, I told you, on the basis of the skeletal system, they both have got endoskeleton like we are having, right? All the chordates have got endoskeleton. So this endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Then we call it chondrichitis, made up of chondrin fibers, that is cartilage. When it is made up of osteocyte cells, it is known as osteochitis. So that is bony fish. Okay, so keep in mind, in your mind, you keep the image of a rohu fish, and this is in front of you a shark. Now tell me which one is the bony and which one is the cartilaginous fish, and the differences. And don't find or feel hesitate to answer, because it is going to be a very good answers. I mean, I will get, and you will also understand many new things. Yeah. Please say. Don't feel hesitated for anything to say. Unmute yourself and speak. Acha, we will start with shark. Shark is a bony or a cartilaginous fish. Come on. Nobody will try to say even. Pardon? Couldn't hear, beta. One more time. Say loud.
Cartilaginous fish.
Cartilaginous fish is what you call, you're talking about shark.
Shark.
And rohu is bony